Okay, we saw it. Should we go now?
Who ordered the chicken?
What's up, everybody? This is Damien, and today we're going to be taking a look at another movie, another summer blockbuster. I guess it's not considered a blockbuster. I'm not sure what the numbers did, but I've been looking forward to this movie for a long time. Ever since Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark started airing trailers, and I think it was somewhere towards the beginning of the year, maybe the end of last year, I saw the first one. I've been eagerly awaiting, horror is my favorite genre, and it's so good, so hard to find a good horror movie. It really is. The Conjuring series aside, there have only been maybe a few really good horror movies since then. Is this a good horror movie? I think it is a good horror movie. It's not as dark as, I'm going to use The Conjuring as an example. It's not as dark as something like The Conjuring. It's definitely not as dark as something like Midsommar that just came out. Nowhere near that side. This is the typical traditional horror movie. I honestly feel like this was more of a fall type movie. They should have released it in the fall, or somewhere around Halloween. Halloween would have been a great time to release this movie, because even when we were in this movie, and I know it takes place during Halloween, I just kept getting the vibe that, man, it's fall, even though it was like scorching hot outside. But you get my point. Like, this type of movie I feel like would have done a lot better with the fall vibe and Halloween, Thanksgiving, all that good fall stuff that happens. But nonetheless, it was a pretty good movie. I do like that the movie takes place in the 70s. And, we've got the backdrop of the Vietnam War. And one thing that I like about the movie is that it adds some social commentary that is relevant to today. I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but you'll notice a theme as you watch the movie and how it applies to some of the things that are happening in today's in the news. If you turn on the news or you're a news watcher, you'll be able to connect some dots and see those type of moments. I like that. I like when they bring a little bit of realism into a movie, especially a movie like this, which is so otherworldly when it comes to the main characters interacting with the evil protagonist, and it works out pretty good. I just feel like this movie was obviously not a R-rated movie, and certain parts of it, it was like, I wish they would have went a little darker. It just would have been a much better horror movie. This was the horror movie you could take your kids with you to see, that type of horror movie. And those aren't bad, those just aren't my favorite type of horror movies. But they're definitely not bad movies. And this is pretty much sums up Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It's not a bad movie. It's not the best horror movie, but it's pretty good. How many cinema rolls would I give it? I give it a solid, 3 out of 5. I think it was definitely worth watching. I almost want to say maybe even for a second viewing. I kind of wanted to go back to see it because there were some things, I kind of missed in the first viewing, but I'm just going to wait till it comes out on video, because there's so many movies that are out right now. The list goes on and on. I still haven't seen Scary Stories. What's the Hollywood movie with Brad Pitt? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Still want to see that. Heard nothing but good things about that movie. The kids want to go see Dora. I kind of want to go see Dora too. And that looks like it might be alright. Looks like the jokes landed on that. And there's movies that are still coming out. And there's some artisan films, or what AMC likes to call artisan films nowadays. AKA it's not a big superhero or big $200 million movie. Those are artisan films now, and I still like artisan films. If you're really a true film lover, then show the artisan films some love and definitely go out and support those films. And this has been Damien with Cinema Roll, signing off until the next video review, which should be soon, because like I said, there's some more movies I want to catch. So I'll see you guys in the next one.